All right. I'm gonna wear it underneath the shirt. I'm just gonna take this off. I'm live from the super early, 6:30. I don't want to watch me now do live streams. I don't really care. It's fine. It's part of it. Does not look like it has a shot of espresso in it, but single with room. No, it does. I should shut up and let the people do their job. It's actually really good. Here's everybody. I'm in Atlanta. I'm leaving Atlanta to go to Toronto. Oh, okay, so you guys saw pieces of the show last night. That was hard to maneuver on stage. Shout out Dave for coming. So apparently there's a lot of like wildfire stuff in Toronto. Or there was. I don't know. I didn't even pay attention to it. My mom told me about it. Like 500 times. Ooh, you see that? How pretty is that? Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Good morning, Melvin. Good morning, Franco. I'm at the airport. Heading to Toronto. Yeah, I did it. I did the Starbucks. No Costello, obviously. Show was decent last night. Small crowd, but we got people there. We got more people there through Vet Chicks. I was very excited. Minneapolis, no. Atlanta. I'm at Atlanta, not working at the airport. Was that a shady comment? Also, Franco, what made you think of Minneapolis? Just out of curiosity. Hi, Jeff. This is a quiet section over here. That's why I came over here to do it. I'm in your house. What? No. Toronto bound. I love that, like, pretty those. David came to my show. He was from the stream. He's one of the Traina tribe. Shout out, David. With a lady who's very pretty and very nice. Sorry, David, outing your experience. But definitely going to play around with streaming parts of the live show. But I have a spot in Toronto tonight. Oh, that's something to talk about. Supposedly, I have one definite spot. I'm gonna have a potential another spot at 8 o'clock. Waiting to hear back from him. You watched a piece of the show. I definitely did. The Never Have I Ever drinking game on stage with you guys. Wanted to invite you in. I don't know. There was something that made me think of the Minneapolis airport. Oh, no worries. It's fine. People get confused. I would not be. Okay. Um, Sorry, I just got a message from my daughter's gymnastics app on my phone. Her dad, so I can make sure there's communication. Hit that like button, my friends. We are at the airport heading to Toronto. Airports are magical. Why? I don't know about that. So I have a show. I'm doing a spot. It's called The X Files. And I just googled Toronto comedy shows Friday, July 17th. True. And I reached out to a bunch, and two of them got back. One of them is like, she's like, yeah, you could do a 7-minute guest spot. I always send my tape, my link to my set. Um, I don't know the Pine Ridge Reservation where it's at, and so that show booked to me. Like they gave me a spot, and then there's another one that is 11-minute, another one that has a house show at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So I got booked to the 10 o'clock show on another spot. So I said, okay, they're like, send us a tape, we'll take a look, and so now I'm waiting to hear back from them. And they also said in the message to show up at 8 or 10, depending which show they have a spot for. But like I messaged back. I said yes. I emailed the tape already. I am only available for the 8 o'clock now. But thank you. So let me know whatever I wrote. But so yeah, just waiting to hear back from them. But I'm excited because got a spot. It's hustling, and I gotta re-listen to my 7 minute from the other night and tweak it and see what was working, what I'm starting with. I really need to go.
We are anticipating on-time departure of our aircraft through our present. With an on-time departure for 7:30 a.m., this week will commence the board at approximately 6:55.
I'm probably gonna start.
If you do decide to leave the boarding area, we do ask that you return no later than that time. Please familiarize yourself.
This is not like Newark Airport where they're like not friendly. Shouldn't say that, but
as well as to the left or right, above or below the barcode on your mobile device.
Time to get a new purse. I'm sick of this
From
purse. Hi guys, hit that like button. It's early in the morning.
This could include backpacks and ladies, your handbags and purses, in addition to your one standard carry-on.
Meanwhile, I have like two. And this is not my gate, by the way. I have to walk. This is gate 17. I have to walk to T. 6 or T03. Let's go back and look. It's time for a haircut and a highlight next week. Or oh my god.
If you're traveling with a car seat,
my daughter doesn't like when I push my hair back because she says that makes my forehead look bigger. I don't know the Pine Ridge Reservation. All right, so if you did watch the piece from last night, that was your takeaway. I was very like trying to juggle all things because I didn't know if people wanted to be on camera or not. So I faced it to me, minus David, who is just what tunes in.
More than welcome to bring food and beverages aboard the aircraft.
But
The only exception are alcoholic beverages.
all right, wrap it up, lady.
If you're interested in enjoying our free and
nobody cares, just get you on the plane.
You will need to have the latest version of our mobile app downloaded.
Does anybody use the Wi-Fi on the plane? Because I feel like I've tried before and it still fails, even when I purchased the Wi-Fi. Do you use the Wi-Fi on the airplane? Do you purchase it? I think I did once, and then I don't think it even worked. This woman's looking at me. All right, so we're gonna probably head over. I'm probably gonna head over to Mickey in a few minutes, take you guys along. But I'm in Atlanta, traveling to Toronto. Did the show last night. It was an intimate crowd, and it was fun. The good news is that more people showed up than I thought because I did this whole thing with vet ticks I've done before. And I had, here, I'll show you guys. One of our fabulous, amazing, see? I think you took a lot of pictures of us. It was one of my meetup gals. With this group, okay, there you go, Michelle. That opened for me. I don't know what I'm doing there. So they saw me last year perform Divorce Stories and came all the way back to see me again. It was nice. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun night. Definitely. Do you guys? I definitely am figuring out just how to get stronger in my material and like not what to do next, but obviously traveling is fun, but I know I used to travel a little bit more with Divorce Stories, but now it's like honing in on the stand-up component and just building from there. I have like mascara still under my eye, so I like scrubbed my face last night. So I did get a spot, like I said, in Toronto tonight. I have a performance at 10, and then waiting to hear back if I have another spot at 8. And then Saturday morning, I am performing stand-up piece for a children's youth performance concert. It's called concert conference. You think I should be upset? I probably would be. What's up, Billy? Don't forget, tap the like button and make sure you hit the notification button once you subscribe because you'll be notified every time I go live. I am on location these last couple days, traveling for stand up and for conference I'm performing at, and I also have a show on Long Island Saturday night, and then Sunday near Comedy Club in Stamford. There is it's up Billy. New York Comedy Club has multiple locations in New York City, and they also have one in Stamford in Atlantic City. Should make all that cheese dish. I'm also running a 5K on Sunday morning, and I ran 3 miles yesterday. I actually ran full 3, not just 2. So my time sucked though. So I don't know how great I'm gonna do, but I did it. So I have to try to figure out how to run 3 miles today in Toronto because according to 600 text messages, no, I'm just not kidding. According to my mom and even my daughter, I don't know how my daughter got involved with this. I won't be able to breathe outside. So I hate running on treadmills. Um, if everything's okay, air quality wise, I'm going to run outside. I will say it's harder when you're running outside in the cities because you have to be very careful with cars and shit, and you can't just focus on the running part. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I will run on the treadmill. And I also got to figure out how I'm going to run tomorrow. I got to run early in the morning. I have a 5K on Sunday. All right. So at the airport in Atlanta, I'm a little tired, and this is almost finished. I didn't get to bed too late last night, but I'm just still tired. Let's come over here. So, yeah, ask me some questions, guys. There's 81 of you in here. What would you like to know about my traveling as a comedian? I also, next week, I got my first round. I'm in the St. Mark's comedy competition in New York. So if you are in New York City, that has been added to my website. Go to micheletraina.com and go to events. You come see me 6:30 p.m. at St. Mark's, the first round. Audience judges, and there's a judge too. Any good advice from other comedians? The marathon continues. That's a great question. One comedian told me to continue. I asked them like, what do you think I should keep doing more of? And they told me to keep like pour even more into the Jersey thing, the Jersey lens. Another advice. This fucking I hate that. Another advice was, can you guys hear me, or is that really annoying in between? It's a marathon. It's always been it's a marathon, not a race. Respect the craft. Um, there's another piece. Oh, I'm trying to think of what the best piece of advice I got from a comedian. When I worked with Kevin Farley, the next day we both flew home on the same flight. He sat and talked with me for a while. That was a very good conversation about his brother and his family, and his advice was just, it's not like his advice. He didn't really have advice. I enjoyed hearing about his story with how his family was just always funny too. But the advice part was, it's a marathon. That's a big piece of it, not a race, or not a sprint. Sorry. So getting the coffee in there, and then a big piece that I've taken away from a lot of comics is to like honor the craft and put in like writing time every day. Like, well, I guess Dean was a recent person who gave me some advice. This was very good. This is on one of my interviews. He said you have to look at what is performative in your stand up and what are jokes. How many jokes do you actually have, and what are the rest is like, what is just being performative. I was talking about this with my boyfriend last night too, about like, I wrote it down actually. It's in my laptop of like, and then I'm gonna look it up. This is a good piece. I like to write down on my sticky notes on my computer when someone says something that is helpful, and like I don't want to forget it. Sounds like I'm 80 years old that I can't remember shit. Come on. The hype. Oh, the hype. That was a good one. Good morning, Ernie. Okay, so like hyping people. Like I'm a good hype girl, and I get people excited. Like that's why I was a good host for What's Up New York. I made people feel comfortable, and I get excited and get them engaged to talk and all that stuff. But what? Thank you, Gabo. What's up, Lunar Beam? The workout today is wait to get on the plane, but I'm gonna run. I ran 3 miles yesterday. Look at that. Run again today. So the quote was, um, "My hyping helps me make up for my shortcomings." But I have to start to really understand just developing my confidence and my cadence, understanding how to relate to people enough where I don't have to rely on just the hype energy of myself. I don't know what the hotel is going to have. Probably they'll have a fitness room, but Jesus Christ. Sorry. I love how I'm getting annoyed at the airport for doing their job. Um, if I can run outside, I want to run outside. This is really great. Sorry about that. I just can't. There's no thing to put up the phone against. So do this. So that was like understanding what's performative and what's a joke, and then honing in on the piece of the joke. What's the punchline, right? Like I did this whole thing where I read my comments about the YouTube on my set. And I this is better right here. Look at that. Oh no, there's like a shade. Morning. I have to start walking down to my gate because they're going to start boarding in 10 minutes. I like this though. A lot of the things that we talked about last night, and that was like very helpful. And I also know, like, I know when I'm being performative and like, sure, New York City will enjoy the show. Good luck. I'm not in New York City. I'm in Atlanta, but thank you. I'm going to Toronto next, and then I'm in Long Island on Saturday, and then Stamford on Sunday. All performances. All you can get tickets in my bio. Tickets at divorceartshow.com or michelletraina.com. I even have the Toronto one up. It was a lot of fun. Did you guys like the engagement part? What did you think? I put my laptop in a pillowcase. This is my old laptop because I was like, I don't want to bring my new one. And I've also brought this to read. I haven't even read one book, part of it yet, but I'm going to today. I'm going to read a couple pages, at least 10. I'm making myself read at least 10 a day because this is a book I've had for a while. Like, if you're going to read it, and I want to read, I like reading. So it helps me just be stronger in a lot of like writing and speaking and everything. Reading is for nerds. Okay. Well, you know what, Lewis? My boyfriend would agree with you because he calls me a nerd a lot. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that pretty? I'm a sexy nerd, but reading's for nerds. Come on. Share with me. Look at it. That's a fucking problem. I just took the sugar and the rock, put it in my backpack. What's wrong with me?
Yes, the board group too, your cases, you're welcome for.
All right. We have to start walking because looking cut. So, all right, we got to start walking. I have to hold all this shit. Hang on.
Yes, the board group briefly merge from the rear into that green lane located
Merge from the rear.
nearest the seat.
Thank you, Jax. Hold on, I have to see what my gate is again.
And again, ladies and gentlemen,
Somehow I put my YouTube app like in a folder.
Overhead bin, so when storing those roller boards, please place them on their sides.
Now I'm gonna have to pee during the flight. It's like a 2-hour flight though. I just want to let you guys know that the Starbucks line was super long and now it's gone because everybody's flight took off. I guess I don't know. Coming in at 5:30, you are in the red eye zone. So, and I've been in airports like in Ohio or whatever. They don't have anybody in them at 5 a.m. So it's very interesting. Atlanta is always busy. Chicago is always busy. And you always have like obviously New York and Newark. The early flights, the only thing I say that's really much stronger about them is that you get in through security. God, that was a mess the other day. Um, yeah, I was here even earlier. I was here at 5:40. I got to the airport. The international is supposed to fly 2 hours. I always get here 2 hours before. But when you have to go through customs, well, I have to go through customs when I get to Canada. But I also did some kind of pre-boarding customs out. That looks great when you fucking trip over your suitcase. Um, so any major, I think feel like LA, Atlanta, New York, Jersey, um, and there's Newark. There's a couple of airports. There's one in Trenton now, I think, too. Anyway, most of the time, the earlier you are, it's a little bit easier. Sounds like me saying sorry all the time. I gotta listen to my whole. When I get home, I'm gonna transcribe everything I did in my set last night. But um, tonight, my goal is to stick to my jokes, not to veer off of them like I did the other day in the beginning. Because I was just like, just get to it. You had 7 minutes. And the other night I had 4 minutes. I don't know why I brought attention to the bachelorette party. It's stupid. Go in with the joke. Because that is the hype part of me. It's like, oh my gosh, bachelorette, are you excited? Why do you look miserable? Don't need to talk about what. They look scared though. Like she was definitely waiting for marriage to release her virginity into the air. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Definitely looked like they were from a suburb of Atlanta. I don't think they live in the heights of downtown Atlanta or whatever the more urban part of Atlanta is. That's, you know what I mean. Like they looked. All right, I'll shut up now. Anything I'm saying doesn't sound right. Look like this person's doing. Hit the like button, and if you're in Toronto, come see me tonight at the X Files. Chakra Room is called. Backup Room Comedy Club is the other one I'm waiting to hear back from. That's an actual, like this one is a show at like it looks like I think it's like a bar show, I'm pretty sure. But they also have like a comedy. It's like a comedy. Like I did out of pocket comedy last week. Like the group is a comedy group and they perform at a specific spot. The guest spots at clubs that I'm not past at in Toronto are a little bit harder to get. I still reached out to them. Backup Comedy Club is the other one waiting to hear. They have 2 house shows. So, is it too like shaky when I'm doing this? So if you're just tuning in, I'm Michele Traina. I'm a comedian, streamer, actor, writer, silly mom. Oh, my hair needs some work. I can't wait to get it cut this week. I'm heading to Toronto for a performance presentation. It's a performance, but it's at a conference for children's youth performance. That's what it's called. Anyway, where am I going? Okay, there it is. This is how far I walked to get a Starbucks. I almost went to a different concourse because I was like, oh no, I need a strong coffee. I'm just used to the routine of my Bustelo, and if not, I have a red eye from Starbucks. I'm sure I'm going against some kind of horrible corporate like mess because using it. But good morning, enlightened opinions. So I had to put my sweatshirt back on. It's actually my boyfriend's sweatshirt, but I'm freezing right now. I was a little bit warmer before. Yeah, apparently we start boarding in like 5 minutes. So here it is. This is it. Atlanta. The ATL. Apparently, I was on a show the other night with T.I.'s cousin, who was the host. His name was Plug. And I told Matt opened for me. Matt I met during trying to get Kill Tony in Austin. And he goes, oh, um, I did Laughing Skull the other night. And he's like, I said, this guy named Plug was a host. He's like, oh, that's T.I.'s cousin. Oh, all right. That's pretty cool. And I got a little thing. I was like, oh, that's T.I.'s cousin. I just work for T.I. Like, calm down, Michelle. Live your life. My hair is so flat right now. It's disgusting. All right. Can't wait to get a haircut and a highlight. And so anyway, um, yeah, so he was the host. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not going to New York. Not yet. People got their masks on. Why? Are you coming to the airport to buy purses? I don't know. It's a little weird. All right, now. I was going to say, I was going to get. All right, guys, listen. Hit that like button. Also, hit the notification button when I go live next. You'll get to see where I'm live from. Also, I might go live tonight in Toronto. I had to so you get a little feel for the experience. Or if not, I'll be live tomorrow in Toronto. But just kind of get this key. I have to go to the bathroom. So tonight, Toronto performing at a spot. Had at least one spot, and then hopefully we'll have two. And hopefully we'll know soon if I have two spots. So, oh God, this is a full flight. Yikes. I just hope I don't sit on something brown like I did the other day. That was fucking disgusting. I am going to look at my seat. Also, I was sitting in the wrong seat. Because then after all of that, this guy who looked like, never mind, he looked like he needed a bath. He was like, oh, I think you're in my seat. I'm like, fuck, man, after all that, I'm in the wrong seat. And I sat on some weird shit. Oh my God, I look gross. My makeup is, okay. This is when you need to get your hair cut. And it's like humidity and shit is not, all right. I think they're going to start boarding, but I can stay on till then. The lady's looking at me. I have to also go to the bathroom before I head on. You guys are amazing. Thank you always for tuning in every morning. So, what's advice? What advice do you have for me? No, it does not look better than I think. I think it looks worse. I also have a brush. What advice do you want to give me before I get on the plane? Make sure I don't sit on shit. I'm gonna look at my script too. Oh, whoops. You seen my show? I was amazing. Thanks. You was amazing. I had to get that for my mom the next time we fly because when I went to California with her, it was like she's like, I can't walk this like this anymore. I was like, what? And then I realized I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna just be carrying my mom on my back. Thank you, I appreciate that, Bindle. All right, so listen, guys, I think they're gonna start boarding us. Also, I'm getting to Toronto a little like super. I mean, I'll take it. I want to get to Toronto early so I can get settled and run material and write and all that stuff. But sometimes the hotels don't like check you in usually till 3 o'clock. So I have to hope that they can check me in at 1 o'clock. Because I'm getting in there at like 10 o'clock. So okay. Don't forget all of my ticket information is at michelletraina.com. See, Toronto, Long Island, Stanford, New York City next week. That is the places you can see me in. Also here, of course. Um, I should not have had that cheese Danish. I just keep saying it. It's like now I feel like it's sitting right here. What the fuck is wrong with me? I gotta start getting used to eating yogurt. Yogurt's healthy for you, right? Probiotics. All right. Stay tuned for more. Love you guys.